Good morning, everyone. My name is Kristen Jamerson, and I am the Education Director for Sea Turtle Inc. Sea Turtle Inc. is a nonprofit sea turtle hospital on South Padre Island, Texas. We do have a 3-tier mission to rescue and rehabilitate sick and injured sea turtles for release back out into the wild. We educate the public, and we also work towards conservation efforts. So I know it's super early in the morning. I see a few of you hopping on already. So if you are on this live, go ahead and type into the comment bar where you guys are tuning in from. It's super early, and I'm excited that we have quite a few of you getting on already. I have something really exciting that I'm going to share with you guys. We did have some babies hatch that early this morning, so we're out on the beach releasing them right now. So I'm going to spin the camera around so you guys can see them. If you do have any questions, feel free to type them into the comment bar. I'm excited to see so many of you hopping on, people from all over. I wasn't expecting so many of you to be awake this early, but I'm excited that y'all are able to see our hatchlings. So these are Kemp's Ridley sea turtle hatchlings. This is the main species that we get nesting here in Texas. So we're right at the start of hatching season right now. We had a couple of our cavities hatch early this morning. So we have released 108 Kemp's Ridley hatchlings this morning. Since we are not able to do public hatchling releases this summer because of COVID-19, we are going to try and do a few Facebook Live hatchling releases every month, so we can still share these little turtles with you guys. A question coming in. Woo. All right. Let me get out of the way. Okay. So, a question coming in was, do we keep predators away from them, birds, etc.? Yes, we do. So there have been some seagulls flying around. You guys can see the tide is super high. So let's see. The tide is pretty high right now, so it's kind of pushing the babies back, but it also helps take them out into the ocean. But there were some seagulls out here this morning, so we do shoo them away so they don't get the babies while they're here on the sand. Question was, how long is hatching season? So it just started, and it'll probably go through August based on the nest that we have right now. I'm glad so many of you are on, and you're super stoked, I can tell by all your comments. Again, for people who missed it, these are Kemp's Ridley sea turtle hatchlings. This is the most endangered species of sea turtle, and it's also our state sea turtle here in Texas. Question coming in was, when did they hatch? They hatched about 45 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. And then they started frenzying. We do collect data off of the babies, weights and measurements, and then we bring them out to the beach to release. Question was, how many do usually hatch at a time? It depends on the size of the nest. So we could have nests that have 100 turtles in them. We could have nests that have 60. So it kind of just varies. We did have a lot of mamas coming up at the same time to lay their eggs. So we probably will have more nests hatching over the next few days. Not promising that we will do Facebook Lives, because typically these turtles do emerge in the middle of the night. So we won't be doing lives for those. It just worked out today because they hatch so early in the morning. Question was, how many walk the wrong way? Quite a few. So for the most part, they are following this light out here. That's going to guide them out into the Gulf of Mexico. But occasionally we do have turtles that turn around, so we will have to kind of spin them back in the right direction, and then they'll usually get started going towards the Gulf. Question coming from Catherine was, will they come back to this beach to lay their eggs? Yes, they will. So what they're doing as they're making their way out into the Gulf is actually imprinting on this beach. They're going to remember this location for the rest of their lives. Chemstridleys take about 10 to 15 years to mature, and once they do, they're going to migrate back to this exact same spot, and if they're females, come up and lay eggs of their own. So a lot of people ask us, are they going to come up to the same place where we release them, or the same place where the mama laid that nest? It's not the same pinpoint location, it's just the same general area. So we should be seeing these turtles, if they are female, coming back to nest in about 15 years or so. Thank you guys so much for everyone that is donating. That is going to help our conservation program quite a bit. For those of you asking where I am on South Padre Island, Texas. Question was, how many on average survive? Here you guys can see them swim. How many survive? It's estimated that about 1 in 1,000 will actually make it to be adults. So not very many, which is why the protection of the species is so important. Since they are the most endangered species of sea turtle, we want to make sure as many of them get out into the ocean as possible. These are Kemp's-Ridley sea turtle hatchlings. We released 108 of them this morning, so most of them have already made it out there into the Gulf of Mexico, but we do have about 7 still up here on the beach. Yeah, the only nests that we have, I believe in the whole state at this time, are Kemp's-Ridley sea turtle nests. We typically do see loggerheads on occasion that will nest here, as well as green sea turtles, but we haven't gotten any this year yet. So the hatchlings that you guys are looking at are Kemp's Ridley sea turtle hatchlings. Questions asking about where we release these turtles. It depends. We usually like to take them up the beach away from human activity just so they are not disturbed as they're making their way out into the water. Question coming in is, what is the split of the hatchlings that we released, male versus female? And truth be told, we actually don't know. So there's no way to tell the sex of these hatchlings because they are so small. So the way that sea turtles exhibit something called temperature dependent sex determination. So a way to remember that is hot chicks, cool dudes. Warmer temperatures will have mostly females, cooler temperatures will have mostly males, but you can't tell externally from these turtles until they reach adulthood. I see a lot of you saying you're so excited that you woke up early enough to see these babies. We're excited that you were too. A question coming in was how many Kemp's Ridley eggs were laid this year. Oh, we have a ton of eggs in our corral. We're up to 71 nests, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, 74, I'm sorry. A question coming in is if their shells are soft when they hatch. Yes, that is why they are so prone to predators. Question coming in about what the predators are for these little turtles. It could be just about anything, anything bigger than the turtles. So here on land, that's going to be coyotes, raccoons, crabs, ants, seagulls. Anything out in the ocean bigger than this little turtle is going to eat it as a source of food. So here goes our last little hatchling making its way out into the water. Question coming in for how big they are. If you guys look at your palm, you guys can fit a Kemp's Ridley hatchling in the palm of your hand. They're pretty small. Oh, question coming in. Let's see. Are we still closed to the public? No, our facility is open now, so you guys can come in and visit if you are here on the island. All right, so all of our little hatchlings have made it out into the Gulf of Mexico. Yep, we stay here until every single last turtle gets out into the ocean because we want to make sure that they get out there, no predators get them here on land, and they aren't impacted by humans. All right, I'm going to spin the camera around. A question coming in is how long do the eggs incubate? It's about 45 to 60 days depending. And no, they never search for their mothers. For that question that came in, these turtles, once they hatch, they do everything all on their own. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. If you guys want, go ahead and share this video, share these little hatchlings that you guys got to see this morning with all your friends. Turn on our notifications because we will be doing this throughout the summer. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Bye, guys.